begin. Hello everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in sunny Frederick, Colorado. My name is Katie O'Neill, and I'm here to take you on a tour of a spectacular used Canyon Star that we have available for sale. Please, my number is 303-562-8659. Again, 303-562-8659. This is a live video. We make one every day. So if you're ever interested in seeing more information about RVs, we figure this is the best way to really convey everything. Today's stock number is 5U2111. 178. Again, 5U211178. That will pull up our information on YouTube at our Transwest Truck Trailer RV station, and also you can click below for a link to this RV if you're interested in inquiring and purchasing it. So I like to start our videos from the back. So Jody, if you don't mind, take her on back, and we'll talk a little bit about what makes this RV so special and really so dexterous. This is a really amazing offering by Newmar. So there are a lot of different restrictions when you're out there in the world RVing, and one of them is going to have to do with length. So a 35-foot RV can get you into a lot of parks, but a lot of times when you end up with a 35-foot RV, you don't end up with a king-size bed. Look at the size of this bed. How amazing is this? Now this is a 3513 Canyon Star. This is a mid-bath model, but we have upgraded so that we have power to the nightstands as well as underneath here. So we have a power outlet up here. It's a 110 outlet, as well as grommets here that can go through so they can feed any kind of wiring that you have. They can come through right here. So if you wanted to run, for instance, your laptop or any other electrical apparatus, you could run those outside of your storage space above your bed. And then very cool, I love this kind of very contemporary hanging headboard. As you can tell, I actually think this is a fantastic interior. This is the Magnum interior, and I love this glacier glazed maple trim. This is just such a beautiful wood finish, and the backlighting really adds to a lot of the panache that you'll have here. Now we do have cross ventilation on either side, and I wanted to just show off how much room we have for storage underneath this bed as well, because I think that that's really an attractive feature in this RV. So tons of underbed storage. If you wanted to keep, for instance, all of your shoes, maybe some winter coats, you could do that for sure. And then you'll note here that it's easier to see while I have this bed up, but I love this additional drawer space that you have here for socks and underwear potentially, anything that you might need to keep separate. There's really a ton of room for everybody in this RV. And what's interesting about this RV is that it actually sleeps so many people. So this RV can sleep, of course, two here in the king size bed. There's a queen size bed in the front, and then the table converts as well. So the table, the mattress that converts for the table is right here in the closet. So that's what that little mattress is all about. And then if you need to have extra bedding, I think it's really nice that you have so much storage for any kind of pillows or blankets or even sleeping bags that you might need to keep for the kiddos up here above in these storage compartments. So super nice there as well. And then I am going to just show off underneath here. One of the things that's really nice about this coach, again, is that you've got a nice place for not only your nightstand, but you also have a place to keep your water bottles. So while you're in motion, if you want to keep a book down there, maybe some water bottles, you've got a place to stow everything while you're moving. So I'm going to go ahead and close this and just show you the other side of the storage. So again, tons and tons of hanging space here, and this is just the beginning. So this is a very utilitarian coach. Here's all of your fuses and your circuit breaker, nice and conveniently located here in the closet. I'm gonna turn off that LED light for us. And then one thing that's kind of cool is everything that Newmar does is really nicely camouflaged. So this is just a little lock that you would use to keep your closet door closed while you're in motion. And as you can see, it's just a very simple mechanism. It blends in very nicely and will keep things from flying out of your closet while you're going down the road. Now check this out. So this RV does have the optional Splendide washer and dryer system. This is a stackable, so you can do all of your laundry while you're in motion, or while you're at your campsite. Very easily accessible and very nicely sectioned off so that you've got like a nice shelf here. And as you can see, really good capacity. So if you are going camping with the family, granted it's not a full-size washer and dryer, but man, it's got a lot of capacity and lots of nice settings, you know, for colors, for permanent press, for delicates. So any of those like hiking clothes that you take if you want to wash them on delicate, or maybe your bike kits. Very cool that you've got such a nice washer and dryer there. And we mentioned lots and lots of storage. Take a look at this. So even more storage here in the back. And I love that you can either use this as shelves. You could, for instance, though, lower these both and have hanging storage above, shoe storage below. So just depending on how you're functioning in that road trip that you're taking, whether you're out for a few months, out for a few weeks, or just out for a few days, very flexible storage, which is super nice. And plenty of drawer storage as well. So look at these fully extendable drawers. This is just another sign of Newmar's quality. So I do get a lot of questions from time to time about how does the furniture feel? How solid and sturdy is everything? And the answer is very, very solid, very sturdy, very well built. So you've got a Sony Blu-ray player here. Of course, we have a really nice Samsung television here in the bedroom. We've got 3 of those drawers that are going to be as deep as that first one, and then these are just a little bit shorter. But one thing I really like about this coach is, first of all, we've got our emergency exit here. We've got a really nice little credenza where we can put our things down at the end of the evening, cell phones, wallet, whatever it might be. And then more importantly, I love that I can actually sit here to get my shoes on, get ready in the morning. It's nice to have a chair in your room, instead of having to actually have one that you pull out and bring with you, or having to sit on the bed. I'm a little vertically challenged, so this is much more comfortable for me to be closer to the floor, get those sneakers tied nice and tight. And then this is a great benefit as well. I love this separation. This is a very nice solid wood door, and that kind of brings a little bit of privacy into that rear bedroom if you've got company. So super, super nice there. And that will bring us into the midsection of this coach. Now, one of the best attributes of this coach, in all honesty, is really going to be the fact that we have such an amazingly large shower. So a lot of our RVs at this size would have a 35-inch radius shower. This is so nice. If you're a big dude, first of all, your shower head's way up here. You have, right here. You also have this wand that's way up here. So if you want to be able to take a shower and you're rather tall, you've got this nice skylight, but you've got plenty of room. And then we have the teak bench, which is a great option to have in this RV. Very, very nice. And so just a great mid-bath. As you can see, we also have a lot of storage here as well, and a really nice medicine cabinet. Plenty of room. It goes all the way back into this corner. We do have our fantastic fan with the rain sensor up above. And then right here we also have a rope hook, which I think is a really nice feature. And I'll go ahead and open these cabinets. And what's nice about this is Newmar has taken, a lot of times we'll have the circuit breakers in this mid-bath, but because they were able to put them in the closet, you've got more room for storage. So just a ton of storage space in a really petite offering. And I think what's important to understand is this coach at 35 feet, 10 inches long, will allow you to get into those motor coach country clubs. So if you want to go down to India or any of those nicer higher end resorts, this Class A will allow you to do so. But also if you were looking to go to like Yellowstone and you want to have a 35-foot offering, this is a 35-foot coach as well. So really dexterous in terms of its camping availability. And it's also nice to note that, you know, for those parks that are harder to book, you know, you could take a 45-foot spot, you could take a 40-foot spot, or you could take a 35-foot spot. So this is just a great offering. Now in this bathroom, we do have the optional Truma system. So you do have a tankless hot water system, which is really, really amazing. Now you do have 25 gallons of propane, but that's gonna be more for your furnace. All your hot water though will be instant, and it's nice and warm. And when I say warm, it's not like you're struggling to get it up past that, you know, comfortable zone. Like it can get too hot. You might actually have to turn it down. So really like that feature in this RV. Again, really nice solid doors. So you've got plenty of privacy here in the mid. And then let's go ahead and move on into this galley. So first and foremost, lots of pantry space. I really like that we have so many adjustable drawers. So you've got a total of 6 adjustable drawers here. They're all full extension. So this is just really nice because you can make them whichever height you like, but they're easy to access all the way through and into the back. So, you know, if you're going to have a cabinet space that's somewhat limited in terms of size, it's really important to have one that has easy accessibility. So we've got that there. Now we've added into this RV an optional 1,200 watt inverter to the bedroom to give power to the nightstands and the television. We've also got another extra inverter added to this Whirlpool refrigerator and 2 additional batteries. So instead of having the 4 standard batteries on this, you've got 6 AGM batteries and also an ice maker. So just a really nice freezer refrigerator combo. And again, on these more petite coaches, if you're in the market for a C-class and you're thinking, you know, maybe one of those might be better, this is a front engine diesel. So this has got a 6.7 liter engine in it. It has a 700 foot-pound of torque engine, and it also has 6,000 pounds of towing capacity. So really better on all fronts and so much more comfortable in terms of living space. I mean, what a great refrigerator. Tons of room underneath for fruits and vegetables. And then here underneath, you even have a place to keep your cookie sheets because you do have a microwave and convection oven. So super, super nice RV here. Here's that Whirlpool convection and microwave oven. So you can preheat this to 350 degrees, bake cookies, or you could just microwave burritos. So there's everything you could ever need in terms of a kitchen here, but it gets even better below. So this RV also has the optional induction cooktop. Now you'll notice I've got some stuff here. I put some of these cutting boards here because it's important to see if I have a cutting board that's just a little more shallow than this pocket, I can put my cell phone down here, and if I take a tight turn, I don't have to worry about it flying off into the onto the floor. Now that being said, we do have these really nice covers that also have a cutting board included in them. So you do not need to have an additional cutting board. I would actually leave this at home and replace it with this just so I could have that little place to keep my phone while in motion. But I also wanted to mention to you, so first of all, we talked about sleeping accommodations and how useful this is. If you're a couple and this is a couples coach, man, talk about a great place to have a nice dinner party, invite friends over. But if you've got littles with you and you're out camping, it's really nice to know that you could actually put a paper towel down on this true induction cooktop and boil a pot of water without it catching on fire. So this is a huge, huge safety feature for this coach, not having that three burner propane stove. So this all electric cooktop is not like a coil where the surface gets hot. It's a magnetic surface, and what's really nice about it is that it's removable. So you can actually take this outside. And the reason that that's so important is if you have some nice pots and pans that you're taking with you to go camping, space is a valuable commodity. You can use all of those same pots and pans inside your coach as well as outside, because you can just plug this in and use it on your picnic table. So really, really like that feature. I'm going to go ahead and put this back so we've got some room to work. But both of these covers do have those cutting boards on top. And again, this is really just to kind of show you that benefit of not having to have anything fly off while you're going down the road. Now there is an optional dishwasher available. This one does not have it, but look at how much drawer space you gain without that dishwasher. So there's a lot of pros and cons. For those of you that like to cook a lot, this is plenty of room for some really nice pots and pans. You've got plenty of room for your frying pans, for any of those deeper basins that you might make pasta with, and then a ton of room for utensils. Like, what a great utensil drawer. I just love this space. Again, Newmar does a great job with these full extension drawers. As you can see, you have so much functionality here. I love that. And all of these are the soft close, very high quality, very nice drawers. And here is a lot of storage space underneath your countertop. And I love these little drawers that we use throughout our entire product line, where you can keep your sponges and your scrubbies. Just a great place for a bottle brush. And then a little more access if you wanted to keep your trash can in here. You could just keep it right here as well. And then let's talk about this sink. Look at this great sink. So this is a dual basin stainless steel undermount sink, but look at how deep this is. So not only do you have this really striking residential faucet head that has both spray and pour, but you also have such a deep basin. So really great place to be able to do dishes after a nice family meal. And again, I think, you know, for a lot of people, if you're looking to have a little more storage and a little more time out on the road, that dishwasher, you can keep pots and pans in it, but those extra drawers are so nice, and this is such a great sink to be able to work with. Oh, I think I'm backwards. Let me go ahead and slide this one over here. It's like Tetris. There we go. All right, so more storage above. Of course, this is a great place to keep all of your cups and everything there. And then another nice storage area. This would be an awesome place to keep your plates and dishes. So I love that. So for those of you who are curious as to why we would have such a really nice low mile 2021, it's not because the consumer who purchased this vehicle didn't love it. She actually loved everything about it, but she wanted to tow a little bit more than that 7,000 pound capacity. So we do have a product called a Newmar, which is available at that 450 horsepower 8.9 liter Cummins engine. So you're on a Freightliner chassis here with a 6.7 liter ISB. She actually traded this in for a 8.9 liter ISL on the same Freightliner chassis in the exact same length, with a really similar color combination in a Newmar. Quite a difference in price point, but all that being said, she was so impressed with the product quality that she wanted to stay with the product. She just needed a little more power to get up the hill. For you that are looking at that 3 liter, you know, Mercedes-Benz C-Class, this is going to have a lot more get up and go to go up those hills at that 6.7 liter ISB. So this is a really, really nice upgrade from the Baystar into the Canyon Star, and this is a front engine diesel. So at those higher altitudes, you're also going to have better climbing power because you're a turbo based engine. So when you're a naturally aspirated engine, you'll find that as you get higher, that oxygen's giving you less bang for your buck. This engine will actually keep you at those same steady speeds up those hills, over those high mountain passes, no matter what your elevation. So this is a really attractive offering. Now I love this dry storage here. I think that this is such a nice, unique feature of this coach. So a great place, once again, top shelf. You've got your Blu-ray player here. You will not find this here on the 2022 model. They stopped putting the Blu-rays in here. But this really nice Samsung television. You've got a Bose sound system. If you're worried about where your television is located, you can pull this off the wall and make it more flat, so it is adjustable very easily. And then once again, just more dry storage up here as well. This satellite system was basically a non-in-motion satellite system, and the client paid to upgrade it to an in-motion, very, very nice Winegard satellite system, and also added 3 solar panels. So this RV has 525 watts of solar included on it. It would not be reflected on the MSRP, but I did have it added for her, and we did the same thing for her Newmar. So it's really, really important to know that, you know, having this solar makes this a very much a coach that you can go boondocking in. You know, you've got 75 gallons of fresh water, you've got plenty of gray water with 60 gallons, you've got a 40-gallon black water tank. I mean, this is so much more than you'll find in that C-Class segment. A lot more power in the engine, and a very, very, once again, versatile park access coach. So here we also have, again, great storage underneath. I love this. And what a nice place. I mean, if you had like a walk, I mean, you could really carry all sorts of great things while you're out there on the road in this RV. So much storage everywhere you look. Just think this is spectacular. Now here are the brains of the operation, if you will. So you've got your carefree awning control. You turn your lights on and off, extend and retract. Today we are running off of our generator. You've got right there. You can see we've got our generator control. You would need to have your generator on or be plugged into 50 amp for air conditioning. But this RV also has the 2 additional 15,000 BTU air conditioners. So This has the upgraded air conditioning package with the additional air conditioner. So it's a 50 amp system. We're running off of the generator right now. It's very quiet. Here's your inverter. You do have an upgraded inverter because of the refrigerator upgrade, as well as the bedroom upgrade for the power outlets. A block heater. Here you could actually just search to see how many stations you had on your wine guard. This is a local TV antenna. This is that Truma system we talked about for hot water. And then your slide control, and we'll get to this in just a moment because I am going to bring these slides in because I do think that it's quite impressive to see how much room you have in this coach with the slides actually in. And I wanted to also just make mention, like, look at how nice this even has a blackout shade here on this screen door, which is great. And you'll have those throughout the coach. So again, windows and cross ventilation are, you know, nothing left to be wanted for at all. But look at that great blackout shades, nice and dark. And then also you have these wonderful day shades as well. So very easy to operate. Again, look at how deep this storage is, Jody. I don't know if you can get in there, but if you have board games, card games, again, sleeping bags, pillows, whatever it may be for all those kiddos, this could be a coach that you could really take out on a nice family camping trip for a long time and be very comfortable. And one of the things I really like about our RV is that we don't have to pack it all the time. You know, we get it set up once, we get things where we like them, and then when it's time to hit the open road, man, we're just out there camping. It's just so nice. Now this does not have the optional theater seating package, but I think that that's nice. If you have friends over, first of all, you've got a few people can sit over here at our beautiful buffet set, but you could really put your feet out on these ottomans. And the ottomans aren't just attractive, they're also useful because you can see this is a tabletop. Jody helped me get set up earlier today. He put a tabletop out on this side. And then I wanted to show you, look at these nice carpet lined ottomans. What a great place to keep any kind of board games, anything for the kids, just a really, really good place to keep stuff so that while you're traveling down the road, the kids can have access to all of their games, all of their videos. And let's talk about these beds. So, first of all, I love this Magnum decor. I think it's so pretty. But one of my favorite things about this setup is I like having my cushions connected. Most of them are not connected, so don't get attached. It probably won't happen very often, but it's so much easier to move them around and use them when they are connected. I'm just gonna stick those right over here. Plenty of space. And then here we go. Oh, I do have to take them out, don't I? No, I got it. Okay, sorry. I had to remember how to do this bed. It's been a minute. Just a little bit up first and then pull it out. There we go. Nice and easy, and it really is simple. You just got to make sure you get that little back lift because these are really thick. This is an exceedingly comfortable sleeping situation. We do have seat belts here underneath in the back as well as over here, so lots of room for seats. And then here, look at how nice this bed is. So 84 inches. What a huge bed. If you wanted to bring the grandkids, they'd probably all want to sleep together on this bed and stay up and watch movies. But just a really nice setup here. And again, really easy to operate. And the trick with this one is to pull that back setup just out just a little bit. We have a lot of different articulating beds, but this is definitely one of the better ones that we offer in terms of comfort. And it's nice that the pillows are all attached. So you only have 3 pillows to actually move. So now that's all back in place. And let's talk a little bit about the setup that you see here. Again, so this is, you could take these out and remove them. And when you did that, you would go ahead and just put the cushion that was in that closet down on top. And this would go down. There's a little latch that releases it, and you could put your, you could have another bed here. Now this would be like, okay, so it's you, your adult children and their littles, that's where you would probably be able to have 2, 4, and then maybe 5, maybe 6 with you camping. But this is a small setup, so as an adult, it wouldn't be that comfortable, just so you know. I did want to show though that there are, again, more seat belts back here. So seat belts are awesome. This means that you don't have to take as many people with you. And with that 6,000 pound flat tow capacity, you could really load everybody up, watch some movies, head down the road, and hang out together. Because part of the fun of RVing is really the dialogue and the camaraderie. I think that people get when they're out on the road with their family. I think that that's one of the best aspects of being in an RV. So I don't always do it, but I wanted to show today because a lot of people are like, well, does a Canyon Star have a desk? No, it doesn't. What it does have is it has this iPad holder, and this little accessory here goes into the chair. So you could have a desk here if you wanted to. You just go online and get one that fits right into there. But this is a really nice setup. I've got my phone in there today. And then I have this turned around so you can have 2 people watching a movie here, 2 more here, 3 more on the couch. So not only could you, have 5 or 6 people with you on the road, you could comfortably entertain 5 or 6 people for movie night and really have some downtime. So if it was raining and everyone had to come in, you've got this huge space here that's very comfortable to occupy by just turning these chairs around. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back. And when I do, Jody, if you can come up here, just to the right of me, there's a wireless charging dock and a really big window. So I wanted to show this really large window, big screen, wireless charging dock. You've got a little map light here, so if you are driving at night, you can play navigator. You've got your cup holder, a big pocket here to keep stuff, and then another 2 USB ports down here for charging your phone while you're driving. So if you needed to have extra beyond this, you would have that as well. And this, of course, is just one of those ones that you sit your phone on and it's sticky. There it goes. Oh, it's charging right now. Okay, now take a look at this. This is something you don't see in every coach. I love the size of these screens. Absolutely spectacular. Big screen. You can leave this on while you're driving. You do have the right and left signal, so when you turn your signal on, it will show you Avon opening all the doors for us outside underneath. Here it is before he opens them. So really cool there. Avon is, oh, there he is. He's unlocking everything for us. Kind of fun. Just so you know, these RV videos are not just straightforward. This takes a whole team of really magnificent people and a lot of dedication from our upper management towards our video program. So if you like what you see and you find them valuable, please like our videos on Facebook. Please comment on the sections below. And if we're missing something, again, these are live videos. It takes quite a bit of time to prepare for them, but we try to cover everything that you're interested in. If I miss something, tell me what that is. I'd be more than happy to try to pick it up the next time. So this does not have the optional television up front. What it does have is a lot of storage, but because this RV does not have a televator, you can leave that TV out and on while you're driving, so we didn't feel it was as necessary to put the TV up front. And it's really nice to have this additional storage. So there's that. Now let's talk about this dash setup. So first and foremost, generator's running right now. You've got your overhead fans. We don't have those cute little, ones that drop down anymore, but we do have our fans with high and low, so you've got extra ventilation in the front. And then here in our menu, look at this great system. So I love Bluetooth, easy to access. Radio, easy to access. Navigation, easy to access. This does also have the optional Sirius satellite radio, so it requires a subscription, but if you're driving through the middle of nowhere, it's just nice to have something where you can tune in and keep that radio station on the entire time. Now you'll notice over here we've got our regular analog dash, but we do have a little digital component down below. I'm going to go ahead and start this bad boy up just so you can hear. So again, front engine diesel, right? So that beeping is us airing up. And then as you can see, this RV has really low miles on it, 1,479 miles, brand new, except for the fact that it's been owned just for a few weeks. And again, nothing at all wrong with this RV except for the fact that 7,000 pounds towing capacity wasn't quite enough. So that upgrade to 10 made the difference. And of course, the New Air is an awfully nice little vehicle as well. So battery boost, if you had a low battery and you needed to use your battery boost to start your engine, you could do that. You've got left and right mirrors here. wiper controls, fog lamps. You've got your exhaust brake, which is really nice to have an engine brake in this RV as well. And then you also have your power window, open and close. You've got your Allison transmission, and then you've also got your equalizer leveling system. So you have all of those things. And so right now, a lot of times people are really kind of skittish about showing things. You definitely have a little more engine noise because this is a front engine diesel, but this is like as bad as it gets. It actually, to be honest with you, as the engine warms up, it's really not that loud. So this is about what you could expect to hear. This is running both the generator and the engine simultaneously, and I could very easily have a conversation with you. I didn't have to turn up my mic, nothing like that. So really, really nice RV for you that are looking for a little more power at a price point that's very similar to our Baystar, and having an engine that's going to give you 700 foot-pounds of torque instead of 439. I mean, this is a really big change, but like I mentioned earlier, for those of us that live up here in the Rocky Mountains and we spend time going over those higher peaks, having a turbo-based engine instead of a naturally aspirated engine is a huge difference maker. And it's very exciting to have this offered on the Canyon Star. So this offering was just brought into to the Canyon Star in 2021. Before that, you would find a lot of the Canyon Stars were front engine gas engines. So adding this front engine diesel was a really big game changer and really makes this one of my favorite coaches. So all of that being said, let's go ahead and take it outside. Oh, one little drawer left here. And then this is right above the engine access, and I am going to go ahead and stop the generator for the video for outside. So now you can hear it's very, very quiet. And there is my phone. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring these slides in, and we'll talk about how much room we have to walk, and then we'll take her outside. So I do recommend that when you store your ottomans, you store them upside down so that you don't leave little foot marks on your couch. But as you can see, these cushions fit into the ottomans, so they actually hold everything in. So you could actually put stuff in them and it'll just stay inside. I wouldn't put anything that would spill because that would definitely be bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring her in. Now you'll notice I take the key out of the ignition and turn the RV off. The slides on this RV will not operate if the RV is running, so keep that in mind. And again, we don't have any power right now. We're just running off of our solar. And again, 525 watts of solar were added to this RV. And that is a ZAMP system. So the standard ZAMP system is 2 panels, and we added 1 additional. They're 175 watt panels, so a total of 525 watts of solar. Okay, so this is a really cool thing. This is a full wall slide, so I can't wait to show that to you. Look at that. That whole slide comes in. And I just turned on our Xantrex inverter, so now we are actually running off of solar. It's kind of cool. And bring this bad boy in. So this is a 3-slide RV with a full wall slide. So super, super crazy amount of space provided to you by Newmar. And you know, honestly, like I said, one of the most versatile offerings you're going to find in a 35-foot coach. And so roomy, so comfortable, so much to offer. This is by far, I think, the best value for dollar in the parking lot. If you are looking for a coach that will really allow you to get out on the road and be really comfortable, whether you've got a bunch of dogs or a bunch of people, this is by far our best offering. So let's go ahead and take it outside. Jody, before you step down, I'm going to open this. Of course, we've got a 3-step system, which is really nice. We've got handles the whole way through. But I wanted to show you, for those that have furry friends, look at this great place to keep dog food and leashes. So this is just a nice place you can keep your water bowls, everything that you need, so you don't have to come all the way outside and inside every time you come in. And I love this nice rubber finish, very easy to sweep and clean up. So come on out, Jody. Let's take a look. Again, we have a 25-gallon tank here. This is our propane tank up front. We've got our nice chrome convex mirrors right here. Here's our camera system for those side cameras that we showed you earlier. Another thing that's really nice about the Canyon Star, 22.5 radius wheel. So this 22.5 inch wheel, what it does is, first of all, they're nice. They're Michelin's, right? So that's a great offering to begin with. But more important, that wider tire is going to give you a much softer feel going down the road. So a lot more of a comfortable drive, if you will. So I'll go ahead and close this up. Take a look at all of this storage space. Oh, and here's your inverter. So again, we do have our upgraded inverter, and there's our solar charging system. So we put that right next to the inverter so we can make sure that if we need to turn one off to see what kind of draw we've got, it's right there for the technicians all together in one place. It's actually not how it's done by manufacturers, but it's how our technicians prefer it. So when we have the opportunity to install it ourselves, that's how we do it. Again, more undercab storage. Again, all LED lit. Tons and tons of space there, so lots of room to keep things. And then here you'll see we also have our exterior TV set, and then we also have our outdoor receiver. So for those of you who want to be able to watch a movie outside at night, maybe watch game day, maybe you're going to be going, to watch the Broncos win. Great preseason game yesterday, go Broncos. This is a great RV for getting out there. Oh, I wish I had done that. So we also have a carefree awning. You can see, look at how long that awning is. It covers all the way from here, all the way out, and it comes out about this far, and it has LED lighting on it. So I apologize. Like I said, there's so much to cover. I don't always get it all, but I try really hard. I love this one too because I can actually reach the TV cover. I can't do that on most of them. Okay, more storage once again. And then there's our water. So we've got that's where you've got your 75 gallons of fresh water. More storage, again, also LED lit. This little cabinet would be a great place for an Outlander. That's a really nice propane fire pit that is portable and also meets most of the fire bans. We've had 2 fires pop up in Colorado in the last 2 days, so fire bans are really prevalent in our lives, something that we're very cognizant of. If you can use a propane fire pit, please, by all means. You'd hate to be the one who starts something in the middle of the forest. You turn them off and go to bed at night. You don't have to worry about dumping water on them. Just a really cool feature. This is your Truma system right here. And then again, 340 horsepower, 700 foot-pounds of torque. Canyon Star front engine diesel. There's your rear view camera. Again, a 6,000 pound towing capacity. All pre-wired for you right here, which is really, really nice. I love this offering by Newmar. I think this is such an amazing value for dollar. And keep in mind, this RV stickers at $264,000. And like a Class C, like Navion these days, is well over $200,000. So for just a little bit more, you can have so much more in terms of water capacity, gray water capacity. And then this one has a 4,300 pound carry capacity. And that's so important because there's a lot of manufacturers that are out there that by the time you actually put the people in the water in your RV, you're overweight. That's not going to happen with this product. This is designed to carry you, carry your family, and get you down the road safely. So back here we have our 50 amp cord housed very nicely in this bay. There's a little grommet to go through. It is not on a power reel, so that is something you'll have to reel in. I would certainly have some gloves back there. And then I love this little pass through here. This is a great place for those of you who are golfing. Would that not be just a great place for your golf clubs? I think that that's so awesome. And then we have an 80-gallon fuel tank right here. So 80 gallons of diesel. And then this is where you would keep your hose. Your sewer hose goes right here in this nice compartment. And then look at this water bay. How convenient is this? So hot and cold exterior shower. I mean, how awesome, running off that Truma system. You want to wash off the kids, wash off the dogs, clean off the paddle boards. So nice to have hot and cold water out here. We do have a whole house water filter as well, so you can go ahead and drink the water through the tap. You've got it all filtered as it's coming in through the coach. And then I love that you have a separate bay here for your sewer hose. It's very nice. We don't do this a lot, to be honest with you, and I think it's very nice to have the sewer hose separate from the water bay itself. So very cool there. Just to show you the significance again, look at how long this slide is. So this is, again, a full wall slide. So this whole slide comes out, and this is a slide topper that comes the whole way down. So what a great offering by Newmar. We've got another one of these double bays here as well. Another great place to keep maybe your tackle box. If you've got a fishing pole or two that you want to keep here, you've got a little longer storage. This is your winterizing hose, of course. But so just great access. And please note that all of these RVs have, all of these bays have these LED lights. And then this does have the 6,000 watt Onan quiet diesel generator. So this is a great generator, plenty of power. And then up here again, we do have all of those extra accessories which offer us that additional 2 house batteries. So we have a total of 6 house batteries here. And then we have a 13-gallon DEF tank. Now you'll probably fill your DEF up every time you stop and fuel up. At least that's what we do. It's just easier that way. But 13 gallons will get you, well over 10,000, 13,000 miles down the road without having to fill up. So that's very nice if you are somewhere where maybe you don't have access to a trucker, gas station. All that being said, super, super high functioning, very easy to use. Just lovely Magnum paint finish. I love this blue and gray decor. Very contemporary, very nice front engine diesel, mid-bath, offered to you by Newmar. Again, my name is Katie O'Neill. I'm at 303-562-8659. Again, 303-562-8659. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you don't believe me, this is really one of my very favorite RVs. Give me a call, let me explain to you why. Come out, go for a test drive, and please, if we can help get you on the road, let us know what we need to do. Again, stock number 5U211178. Available with all of that complimentary solar, that upgraded satellite system. Make her yours, get on the road, go camping. The season is just beginning. It's time to go south, you guys. So pick her up and head on down to Florida and start that camping trip.